One afternoon after school, Oliver waited for his ride when Zoe, Chloe, Tessa, and Nicole began to tease him. Eventually, his ride arrived. Once home, Oliver tackled his homework, finishing in just under 3 hours. He then headed upstairs at his parents' request, only to find that they were leaving. After they left, he descended back to discover the girls waiting for him. "What are you girls doing here?" he asked. Zoe replied mysteriously, "Something." In a flash, they grabbed him and led him to a strange machine they had set up. Zoe pushed him inside and followed after him. The girls set the machine to transform him into Zoe's twin brother and activated it. When Zoe emerged, she had dark brown hair instead of her usual auburn and greenish-blue eyes. Oliver came out unchanged, prompting the girls to exclaim, "What went wrong?" Instead of Oliver becoming Zoe's twin brother, she had transformed into his twin sister. The girls erupted in laughter at Zoe's misfortune. "Ha ha ha, you're his sister now," Nicole teased. Chloe and Tessa, who were sisters themselves, chimed in, "We're not hanging out with you anymore since you're his twin sister." "Let's get out of here," Nicole said, "but Zoe, you have to stay since you're his sister." This infuriated Zoe, who shouted, "Fine. Get lost, jerks." With that, the girls left, taking the machine with them and leaving Zoe Lynn Stately, now Zoe Lynn Graham, behind with Oliver. Zoe soon realized the machine had altered her instead of Oliver because it couldn't change his DNA but could replicate it. She turned to Oliver and asked, "Now that I'm your sister, what makes me different from normal girls compared to you?" Oliver responded, "Many things." "Like what?" Zoe pressed. "You'll discover them yourself, because what sets me apart from normal boys also differentiates you from normal girls." "And that is?" "Certain abilities," he said. "What kind?" she asked. "Things others can't do," he replied. "Like what?" she pressed further. "You ask too many questions," he said with a smirk. "Just answer me," she insisted. "Later, okay?" Oliver replied. "Fine," Zoe huffed. The next day at school, everything seemed normal until Zoe struggled to open her locker. Her locker partner approached her, saying, "That's not your locker. Remember, you and your brother share one." "Guess I forgot." "Sorry," Zoe replied. "Yeah, right," her partner said skeptically. When they opened the locker, it contained all their belongings. The day unfolded like usual, but they treated each other with newfound kindness. At the end of the day, Oliver said, "I'll show you what makes me different from normal boys when we get home." "Okay," Zoe agreed. Later, Oliver revealed his abilities. He could fly, move faster than the eye could see, and sense energy. He also taught Zoe to fly and how to move quickly. A few days later, Zoe discovered the machine that had transformed her and decided to hide it. The following day, she confided in her new friend, Danielle Kettley, who was eager to see it. Danielle agreed to come over the next day. When she arrived with Zoe and Oliver, Zoe asked Oliver to go upstairs for a moment. "Okay, Zoe," he said. Once he left, Zoe pulled out the machine and asked Danielle if she wanted to see it work. Danielle enthusiastically agreed. When Oliver heard the machine whirring, he rushed downstairs but was too late. He found himself with two twin sisters now, Zoe Lynn Graham and Danielle Marie Graham. In the days that followed, school resumed with no mix-ups regarding lockers, although Danielle's remained the same as before. Eventually, Zoe, Oliver, and Danielle decided to destroy the machine once and for all. They embraced their new lives as siblings, forging a bond that would last a lifetime.